the last video we had completed up to question number I think 11th. So now in this session we'll be starting from question number 12th onward. So let us begin. So this is our 12th question. It is most important question. The question is verify that x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz equals to half of x plus y plus z into x minus y whole square plus y minus z whole square plus z minus x whole square. Here one thing is written that verify means both the sides should be the same. Okay, now we know that there is an identity x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz equals to x plus y plus z. Okay, and second thing, x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz and minus zx. In the last video we had completed, we had seen this identity there. Okay, now so this part of the sum will be equals to what? This. So when we solve this part, second part, if we get the solution of this part is equals to this, so both the sides will be equal. Do you get it? मीन्स इसका जो पार्ट है इसके इक्वल्स टू ये, इसका जो पार्ट है वो ये है. अगर हम इसको सॉल्व करके ये पार्ट लेके आ जाए तो क्या होगा, हमारा सम वेरीफाई हो जाएगा. ओके, नाउ सी. So I'm not writing here because I don't have sufficient space, so I'm not writing this part. I'm solving directly this part. Okay, so here I have what, 1 by 2 x plus y plus z as it is. Now in the bracket very first term we have x minus y whole square, and we know that this is an identity. Okay, so instead of x minus y whole square, what I can write, x square minus 2xy plus what, y square. As you all know that in the starting of this exercise we have seen. Okay, now second one is also similar as first one, but here the variable are changed, so we can write it y square minus 2yz plus z square, and in the last one z minus x, so it can be written z square minus 2xz plus x square. If you have not understand, so I am writing which identity I had used here. So identity I have used here, x minus y whole square equals to x square minus 2xy plus y square. So this identity will be used in first, second and third, all the three bracket. Okay, in this bracket we have to use this identity. Now here half of x plus y plus z as it is. See, here we have when we see the like term, we'll get what, x square and x square both are positive. I'm solving it directly. X square and x square become what? Now when we arrange the like terms, we'll get x square and x square both have positive sign, so they will be added and they become what, 2x square. Next, when I take y square and y square, it can be written as 2y square. When I take z square and z square, so it can be written 2z square. Next we have what, minus 2xy, then minus 2yz, and last term we have 2xz. So these terms we have arranged. Okay, now 1 by 2 x plus y plus z. When we see, we come to know that all the terms having 2 with them, okay, means 2 can be taken out as common. So when I take out 2 as common, so I'm writing here into there is not sufficient space, so again I'm writing 1 by 2 x plus y plus z. All these are in multiply into 2. I'm taking out common, so 2 into what we have remain, x square plus here y square plus z square. Next we have 2 we have taken out, so we have xy minus again 2 we have taken out, we have yz, and 2 common means remain we have what, xy. So 2 and 2 can be cut. Finally what we have, x plus y plus z, and in the second bracket we have x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz and minus xz or zx. See, so the answer of the solution of this second expressions is equals to the solution of first one. So see, when you observe it, you'll come to know that these and these are similar, means we have verified it. Okay. So question number 13 is, if x plus y plus z equals to 0, show that x cube plus y cube plus z equals to 3xyz. So see, in question number 12 we have used that identity, same identity we have to use here. So as we know that x plus y, x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz equals to what? X plus y plus z equals into x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz and minus zx we have. Okay, now in the sum it is given that value of x plus y plus z equals to 0. So this term will be written as it is, equals to, instead of x plus y plus z I'll take what? 0 into second bracket will be written as it is, x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz minus zx. Now this term I am writing x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz equal to, when 0 multiplied with this bracket, so this whole term will be equals to what? 0. We all know that when 0 multiply with any term or anything, this will become 0. Okay, now when I shift plus 3 minus 3xyz, so its sign will be changed. So it will be what? X cube plus y cube plus z cube and 3xyz minus 3xyz, when it's shifted its sign will be changed, so it can be written 3x y and z. So here we have verified it. Okay, but this is what we have to show it, x cube plus y cube plus z cube equals to 3xyz. Here also we got that x cube plus y cube plus z cube equals to 3xyz. Okay, so this was the explanation of question number 12 and 13. Now we'll see question number 14. Here we have question number 14th. 14th question is, without calculating the cubes, find the value of the following. So if this line was not written here, then we can directly find what is the value of 12 cube, 7 cube and 5 cube, and then we'll add them. But they have written that without calculating the cube. So three terms are there and they are in cubical form, so we can use same identity which we had used in 13th question, 12th or 13th question. X cube plus y cube plus z cube is equals to, it will be equals to what? In 30th question we have proved 3xyz. So first three terms when it compared will get the value of x, value of y and value of what? Z. So here I am writing x equals to what? Will be equals to 12, value of y will be 7 and value of z it will be what? 5. Okay, so these values will be put here, x3 as it is, into instead of x I'm writing what? Minus 12, into instead of y I'm taking 7 and instead of z I'm taking 5. So when you multiply it, 7 5 is 35, 12 is a 36, 35 36, the multiply become 1 2 and I think 1260, yes, minus 1260. This is the answer. So what you have to do, you have to just find the value of x, y, z by comparing, and you have to put the value of x, y, z here and you have to find the answer. Okay, so this was question number 14th. And 15th question we have to solve by using factorization method, means that splitting method which we had used earlier, and 16th also. So let us see question number 15th and 16th. See, in 15th one they had given that give a possible expression, give the possible expression for the following and the following for the length and the breadth of each of the following rectangles in which their areas are given. Means we have to find the length and breadth of the rectangle. Their areas are given, and we know that area of rectangle equals to L into B, length into breadth. So here we have the first one, 25a square minus 35a plus 12, 25a square 35a plus 12. So we can solve this sum by using splitting method, and they also had done 35 split it into 20 and 15, so minus 20 minus 15a, and then you have to make the pairs of the digit, and we have to taken out common what can be taken as common, and you have to make the two factor, and this factor will be the possible length and breadth. Okay, so you have to just use for the splitting method. Using splitting method, you have to split the middle term and you have to solve it. Okay, this thing we had discussed earlier. Now we'll be seeing question number 16. What are the possible expression for the dimensions of cuboid whose volume are given? First, let I tell you what is the here it has been written that volume of cuboid equals to L into B into height. See, in 15th question we had found two factors, means length and breadth. In 16th question there will be three factors. So three factors will be length, breadth and height. Okay, so now we have the expression, first one 3 x square minus 12x. So from these two we can take out common as 3x. So 3 common and x we have taken common, so remain here 3 already common, 1x remain here. Okay, and 3 common, so 3 for the 12 and x already common, so it will be what, 3x and x minus 4. So first one 3 will be taken as length, x will be taken as breadth, and x minus 4 will be taken as what, height. Okay, so मैंने इसको मल्टीप्लाई स्प्लिट करना है और तीन फैक्टर्स बनाना है. Okay, means I'm writing here, you can just look it, 3x square minus 12x, so they have taken out common what, 3x, so what remain, 3 common, x common, 1x remain, and minus 3 4s are, so 4 common. So this all things can be written in multiply, 3 into x minus 4. So first one will be the length, second one breadth, and third one will be the height. Now I think you might be understand what we have done here. So in the second one also same thing here. We have the second term has been splitted into two terms and they have solved. So you just try it. If you don't solve it, if you're not able to solve it, you can go through the PDF which I have provided. Okay, so this was the second chapter. So please watch all this video, all the videos carefully. If you still the problem, or if you find any problem, you can contact me, or you can go to the PDF provided. Thank you so much.